Most people skip Podgorica or don't even know it exists, but today we're spending 24 hours in Montenegro's capital.
Exploring cave monasteries, riverside hangouts and the boldest cathedral in Europe.
Now, is it going to be full of surprises or is it really the worst capital city in Europe? Well, we start our 24 hours in Podgorica at Dajbabe Monastery.
Built into the side of a hill inside a cave.
Now, very few tourists will be coming here. It is very much part time capsule, part sanctuary. So let's go and explore. It is also very quiet.
It's so peaceful
So
here.
we should probably lower our voices too. Dajbabe Monastery was founded in 1897 by Simeon Popovich. Now actually, his body is laid to rest here, which is a little bit, I've never been so close to a not live body before. But the interesting thing was that this was actually built in the side of a cave on purpose because it wanted to be hidden. With the turbulence in the 19th and 20th century, this was the perfect spot to keep away from all that political mess that was going on.
So the whole place is covered in Orthodox hand-painted frescoes and religious figures all around. We've been to some pretty cool places on our travels, but this one is definitely really special. It's still a working monastery, so hopefully we'll see some monks working in silence.
I am not the tallest of people, but even I'm having to duck to get through the small archways to each different room. And as you leave the monastery, you get to see the Zeta Valley and the mountains surrounding it. Now, this is like this pretty much everywhere in the Balkans. It is so beautiful around here, where you've got the snow-capped mountains there. In the other distance, you'll have the city sprawl as well. So even if it's for this, come to the Balkans just to experience the beauty of all the mountains. Our next stop in Podgorica is a real cultural hotspot. Now, running alongside the Riverside River is the Carver bookstore, and next to it is the cafe. Now, funnily enough, this used to be a Turkish massage or hammam building, and it adds to the environment and ambience of this bookstore. Now, obviously we're in the Balkan region, and this used to make up part of Yugoslavia, so Bosnia, Croatia, Serbia, to Albania as well. And this is probably one of the only places where you will find a collection of books from all those different locations, and they're all here. Well, this cafe certainly does have a funky, jazz, relaxed vibe. You've got people in here socialising with friends. You've got people on their laptops doing work. Clearly it's a place where people just want to spend time. I've got a hot chocolate, so I'm going to enjoy this before we move to the next spot. Well, we're at one of the most photographed locations in Podgorica. This is the Millennium Bridge and it was opened in 2005. This is to symbolise a bold new future for Montenegro, and it does scream progression. From both sides of this bridge, you have got amazing views. Just check out how turquoise the river is going down. It is absolutely stunning. What an incredible colour. Then you've got the snow-peaked mountains. And then if you turn around, look at this. Mountains on this side, the beautiful river coming down. It is just gorgeous.
Just down from the Millennium Bridge is the Moscow Bridge, which is a pedestrian bridge that crosses the river. It was a gift from Moscow to symbolise the two friendships between the two capital cities. Now, really interestingly, this is a really popular spot for photographs in the city, and you can see why, because it has amazing views over the river and the surrounding landscapes. It's also got lots of seating across it, so hopefully when it's sunny and warm, not quite warm today but lovely and sunny, you can sit there and enjoy the view. At first glance, this old stone bridge doesn't seem like much, but it's one of the oldest surviving structures in Podgorica. It's the old Riverside bridge, and it was built in the Roman times. But the bridge you see behind us was actually rebuilt in the Ottoman times in the 18th century, and is still surviving today. It's really interesting because this was a very important trade route.
What I love is the contrast. Under these ancient stones is the Ribnica River, and it is quiet, it's humble. And it's such a contrast between a few steps away, the main city. And if this is something you miss, you are pretty much missing the foundations of Podgorica. Just a stone throw away from the Ribnica Bridge is the Ribnica Fortress, or the Dependogan. Now, this was built in 1477 and was under Ottoman rule. It met at the confluence of the Ribnica River and the Moracha River, and it gave a perfect view and control of this area, the Stare Varo. Later on, this became ammo storage, but disaster happened in 1878 because lightning struck this point and it blew up all of the ammunition stored here. That destroyed most of the interior and exterior to what we have today. Well, I think we can both agree that on first look, Podgorica is not necessarily the most interesting looking city, capital city in Europe, for sure. But what I love about doing this channel is we're able to discover things that may pique some interest. We see some beautiful things. That water, oh my God, that was just stunning, wasn't it? It was
so blue. Like, I've not seen water so clear, especially in a capital city. That was pretty impressive.
But we are starving. So we are going to go get some food now.
Yeah.
Now the Balkan region is known for cevapi, which I had in Sarajevo, and it is delicious. So I might get that again, and we'll see what you get. See if you can try some Montenegro delicacies, maybe.
See what there is to try. I'm quite excited. On our 24 hours in Podgorica, the next stop is Podvalat restaurant, which is the most popular restaurant by the looks of it because it is heaving in here. It's a must-see stop if you're in Podgorica.
How's your goulash?
Very nice, actually. I was a bit worried about what it would taste like, but it's really, really good. The meat is falling apart, it's cooked so well.
So I have my bread, cevapi, onions, let's stick some in there. It's slightly different to how I had it in Sarajevo, because Sarajevo, it was all together. Let's chuck some of this in. I might as well just do it by hand. So you've got the juicy meat, and then I'm just going to tuck in. Juicy, soft. Oh, that's very, very good. Might dip with a bit of mayo. Well, our final stop in Podgorica is the Cathedral of the Resurrection of Christ. Now, this is a very, very modern building because it started building in 1993 and finished in 2013. The architecture style is Neo-Byzantine, and you can tell that by the two towers with the bells, and also there's a prominent archway inside. Now, inside, the most interesting for me is how that they portray political statements in here, which some would say religion should not mix with politics, but they do, because there is an image, a fresco of certain characters such as Tito, Karl Marx, who are all in damnation and portrayed along with others going to hell. I must say that the artwork, the frescoes inside are pretty impressive. I will give them that. I will give them that. However, just one word of warning, guys. Inside there are queues of people kissing the images of Jesus, I think, and also the cross. Just remember, guys, coughs and sneezes spread diseases. So everyone kissing that, God, I wonder if it was happening during COVID time. Also, there's lots of stray dogs, and these two seem to have followed us all the way here. There's one there, that's the girl, and there's a boy somewhere, and I'm not going to say what act they were doing earlier on.
It might have taken 20 years to build this, but there's a very special reason for the date it opened. It was the 1700th anniversary of the Edict of Milan, which was when Christianity was legalised in the Roman Empire.
Well, the city, let's be honest, isn't the most exciting.
No,
there are certainly other capital cities with more to do, more to see, probably more history as well. We've uncovered a few different places, new and old.
And we did see some really beautiful things.
Yes, the mountains in the distance.
The river.
The river, obviously, yeah. Obviously the monastery.
The bridge.
In the cave. So there were things. However, don't come here for a long period of time because you may get bored. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
But it's another place ticked off, basically, that we have been to. Montenegro is another location. So, if you did enjoy this video, what do they have to do?
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, and probably comment as well. That probably helps as well. But thank you so much for joining us. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.